Okay, if you saw my video yesterday, you'll know that this is basically half of my dinner left over from yesterday. I had a bowl of soup, and by the time I had eaten that and a couple of little pieces of dolma, I didn't actually want the rest of this, so I just put it away. So I have this, and I'm going to add 2 slices of the Ezekiel flax bread and do like a tuna salad sandwich. And then just have my little veggies and dolma. So lunch was already done. Hey guys, welcome back for dinner and what's going to be another freezer meal that I'm going to try. So this is an Instant Pot white chicken chili, and I like chili, and I've not actually had white chicken chili before. Sarah has done it regularly. I found a recipe for it and sort of bookmarked that ages ago, and then I just never made it. So I decided today that this is one of the meals that I was going to do. Now, we were talking about freezer meals and how I personally don't like dairy when it is reheated or thawed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave out the cream cheese and the yogurt and put that in when I reheat it for me. And when I add my toppings like the avocado and things like that, I'm going to add that then. So this will look different than the recipes that I've linked to. I'm going to put the Instant Pot version that I'm using, a slow cooker version, and a stovetop version. I'm going to try and do that with all the recipes that I offer you guys this year, so that no matter what you have, you can sort of do this if you want to. Okay, so the first thing I needed to do was I realized I didn't have any canned white or cannelloni beans, but I did have some dry beans. So earlier today, I put those in the Instant Pot because you can cook beans from completely dry, unsoaked in no time. Now, this was 1 cup of the dry beans, 2 cups of liquid. I added a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to it as well, and cooked that under pressure for 45 minutes with a natural release. So I've pre-cooked the beans. In terms of what goes into the Instant Pot now, I have those beans, corn, mushrooms, a 4-ounce container of dried green chilies. And for that, I found this Rio Luna brand, organic brand, at Kroger. And it's just organic green chili peppers. It doesn't want to focus. Hold on. There we go. Water, citric acid, sea salt. That's it. And that is a 4-ounce can. So I have that one. My chicken. You want 1 cup of stock. If you're using frozen corn or beans that you're not using the liquid from, you want 1 cup of stock. So this is the chicken bone broth that I made the other day. And then in terms of our spice blend, I have 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon, this is a smoked sea salt, you can use any salt, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of white pepper. And the recipe says basically you're just going to put all of that in the Instant Pot, and then you're going to let that cook for, it depends on whether you're using frozen or completely thawed chicken. Because that is still kind of frozen, I'm actually going to split the difference and do this for 30 minutes. Normally at that point, you would then stir in your cream cheese and your yogurt and things like that, and I'll put that in my meal for tonight, but I won't have it, I won't put it in the pot. All right, so I'm going to get this on, and I will check in with you in a little bit. All right, so this part is all done. The recipe said the chicken should shred up really easily with a couple of forks, and it does. And so at this point, if you were going to refrigerate it, or if you don't mind dairy in the freezer, you'd add your yogurt, cream cheese in there, and then top with whatever. So I'm going to use tortilla, Fritos, corn chips, and some avocado and some bell pepper. So I'm going to divide this out, see how many servings I get out of there, and then I'll freeze some of that and have some for dinner. All right, so I decided to divide this into 4 servings. It's pretty much the same division as I did with the, what did I do yesterday? Chicken and dumplings. So I have these size containers, and so this is the chili without any of the dairy in it, and I'm going to freeze those just like that. And then for me tonight, this is the chili with a ½ ounce of cream cheese and 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. And then to that, because that on its own, that does not look particularly pretty, I'm going to add a mini red bell pepper and some avocado, and then some Fritos. Did you know that's all that's in Fritos? So they are one of the few chips that don't have a whole bunch of extra stuff in there. 1 whole packet is 160 calories. I'm going to use probably about a half of those. Okay, so I'm just going to cut those up and then put everything together. Once those at the back cool all the way, I'll go ahead and get those put up in the freezer, and that'll be dinner. All right, to wrap up my night and my calories, I am going to do a rainbow fruit yogurt bowl. So I have raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries, kiwi fruit and pineapple, and the Greek Gods honey Greek yogurt. I really like this one. So everything is all good in our ingredient label there. 2/3 of a cup, 200 calories. I'm almost at the end of that container, which is kind of sad because I don't want to drive all the way into town. I've never used Instacart. So, because I like to pick my own produce. But I'm thinking I might try it for an order of things like, like that, where it doesn't matter. They don't have to be picky other than expiry date. So yeah, do you guys use Instacart? Do you like it? Is it expensive? I haven't even really looked at it. So I might do some investigation with that. But this is going to round out and finish out my night. Depending on what the roads are like tomorrow, I may or may not be doing cooking for Sandy. I'll see what the weather is like when I get up, and we will go from there. But otherwise, this is it. Hey guys, welcome back. So we made it through another day and today was pretty crazy. I didn't have a whole lot on. I got a lot done and I'm gonna try and keep this part a little short because the video is already kind of long. But I had a lot of stuff on. Okay, so let's see. First part of the day, I didn't finish my meal yesterday, so I basically just had that. I threw a couple of pieces of Ezekiel bread on there and ate what I had left over. So that was pretty crazy. Now, let's talk about this ranch. Y'all, fail. Pass on that. The white chicken chili. Had never done that before, and so I went ahead, I'll show you the next set of freezer meals that I do tomorrow. I found these really awesome labels on Amazon. They're in the kitchen. For labeling your freezer meals. And it has like a place at the top for the name and the date. But then there's a section for instructions. So like the white chicken chili I put up, but I'm going to add the dairy later. Now I can go back to the recipe and look at the recipe and say, oh, okay, I need 2 tablespoons of this, or I've allocated, the calories for this. But I just wrote it on there and I was like, all right, you want 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, you have an ounce of cream cheese, an ounce of avocado, 1 bag of the Fritos, and 1 little mini bell pepper. And I just wrote it on now I only wrote it on one of the tickets, so that if I use that one last, right, the ones underneath it are all labeled white chicken chili and they have the date. But in terms of like what to add, I'll just eat that one last. And then that's what I see when I look in the freezer. It's going to make being more organized with that really, really easy. So that was fantastic. Taste wise, it was good. I don't know. My taste buds are weird because autoimmune stuff has kind of killed them. So it wasn't quite as strong as I thought it was going to be. But it was good. It was good. Tomorrow, I'm going to try. I didn't do the beef burgundy today. And depending on what the roads are like, depends on whether I go to Sandy or not. So I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow turns out. Was there anything else today? Chicken chili. No, and I just had the fruit and yogurt bowl at the end. I still had a bunch of calories left over, but that's okay. I ate plenty today. Okay, so that is kind of caught you up there. And I just have one other thing that I want to start tonight. And I found these today when I was looking for something else. And I think that it's going to be kind of this, just, you guys know I'm a bit of a whole like rainbow fluffy unicorn person. So Robbie, Frecky Fitwolf, he actually sent me these ages ago and I have had them in the bedroom and I haven't actually been using them for anything. So they are called Affirmators and they are this little deck of cards with positive affirmations on them. And what I thought was, I will draw us a cosmic energy card of the day for my intention to put out into the universe for all of us tomorrow, for the following day. So, and I haven't looked at all of these. Let me see if I can show you. So basically, they just have, a little affirmation on there. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to just do a little shuffle. And, oops. Okay. Apparently this is the one that wants to come out. So this is our card for tomorrow. All right, you ready? I'll show it to you in just a second, and I'll also put it in there so you can see. Don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like, maybe they just pooped their pants. Yep, that's probably it. I have to say, okay, I do take it personally. I very much have a habit of doing that. So that is always a good reminder. But I will put this up. Okay, so there is our card of the day for tomorrow. Don't take it personally. And apparently don't poop your pants. All right. Well, that's it. I'm going to wrap this up because I already have a terribly long video today. Thank you guys for joining me once again. I will see you tomorrow, and stay safe, stay warm. We'll talk soon. Good night.